Senior personal finance correspondent Sharon Epperson joins us right now with one way families can try and protect their investment. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Becky. You know, here's what families and students need to know. Most colleges won't refund tuition if a student has to leave school.
Only 6% of universities, and most of those are graduate schools, provide a refund if a student has to withdraw for a legitimate reason. So if a death of a parent, for instance, if you get a concussion, if you get mono, if you get COVID, if you become seriously ill with anxiety or depression, universities are not in position today to provide refunds.
And that's where tuition insurance comes in, covering tuition as well as housing and fees in some cases for legitimate medical or psychological reasons for withdrawal.
Which tuition insurance you buy will dictate how much it will reimburse you, what costs you'll be reimbursed for. But I have seen some of them that will reimburse you up to 100%.
Now, many schools offer tuition insurance through a third party like AWG Doer or GradGuard. You'll pay about 1% of the cost of tuition for a policy at GradGuard's partner schools or $106 for $10,000 of coverage. For a little more, GradGuard will let you buy it on your own if your school doesn't offer it. Trisha Jung thought it was worth the investment for her stepdaughter, a rising junior.
We still have challenges from COVID. There's all the normal stresses that students have when they first go away to school and the potentials for getting sick. It just seemed like something that made sense.
Now, with COVID cases on the rise again and mental health concerns at the forefront for many families, GradGuard says it has more than doubled the number of insurance policies it sold for this fall compared to last year.
Hey, Sharon, let's walk through a hypothetical. Let's say a student gets to campus and they're going to be attending classes in person, and then the college reverses its policy and decides that the courses are going to be remote because of COVID. If the student then decides that they're going to withdraw because they don't want to do remote, would they be covered by their tuition insurance policy?
No, actually. John Fees, the CEO of GradGuard, which is, of course, a tuition insurance provider, says that this coverage is not about dropout insurance, and it's not coverage for the change in the way schools deliver their education. It's designed for those unexpected events, a medical or a mental health condition. And so if you start attending a university and it turns out it's not for you for whatever reason, you choose to leave early, most of the time that would not be what's covered or what's called a covered event or a covered reason. Betterment's Nick Holman agrees that tuition insurance most likely will not reimburse you if it was more like a personal decision, but it is really there to help protect against unforeseen events like illness or injury. GradGuard CEO also said, though, that most of the time, as long as you have a legitimate physician-authorized withdrawal, you're not going to have difficulty getting a claim paid, and it does pay pretty quickly.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.